So, have you ever heard the argument that XRP ever goes to $100 or even $1,000, there won't be enough liquidity, everybody would sell, the price would collapse? Well, guess what? I'm about to show you how that's all wrong. Because technically, if adoption of XRP happens the way we suspect it may, then every single person in the world can sell all their XRP at 1,000 or 100 or even 10,000. But to understand what I'm going to explain, you'll need to understand liquidity pools. And simply put, a liquidity pool is a shared pot of tokens, like XRP and USDC, that sit there so people can instantly swap from one to the other without having to post and wait for a buyer and seller. It just speeds up and automates the buying and selling of assets. While XRP uses liquidity pools all over the place, Ripple also provides a service for institutions called on-demand liquidity, or ODL. And with this ODL system, XRP is and will be bought and sold instantly for each transaction, creating what's been playfully referred to as infinite liquidity. So you make a transaction with XRP and it's reused 5 seconds later for a different transaction. So the same token of XRP can process hundreds of transactions in a single day. Now imagine Ripple's ODL scales to even 10% of SWIFT's volume in cross-border payments. The DTCC utilizes XRP as well as other institutions and derivatives all happening at once. So massive adoption's happening. All of the institutions that don't custody their own XRP, they would be using ODL for their transactions, instantly buying XRP and instantly selling it off for each transaction, which is the core of ODL. So if XRP hits $100 or $1,000 and retail sells off, the institutions will keep buying and selling, not to hold, but to use. That's what creates this continuous liquidity. So you have to imagine 100 million transactions all happening in the same day under massive adoption, and every single transaction is constantly buying and selling massive amounts of XRP and selling off massive amounts of XRP to handle these transactions that they're sending across chain. That's infinite liquidity. Plus, add in automated market makers and Ripple's liquidity hub, and now you've got a liquidity on tap 24/7. And as a side note, institutions have two options with XRP liquidity. They can use ODL, where they buy and sell instantly, but get charged an exchange fee. Or they can own their own XRP and custody it and use it for liquidity. This allows institutions to create their own liquidity pools. Amendment XLS30, for example. Now, how can they do this? They custody their XRP, and Ripple just so happens to own Medico and standard custody, companies in which institutions can custody their crypto with Ripple. The pieces are really coming